share with our audience why regional integration is so important for a society as a whole.
To begin with, linking with the rest of the world is very important, right? In the rest of the world, some things cost different than in your own country. Some of them, they do better, so they're cheaper and it's easier to buy them than to make them. And that way you liberate the resources that they are making extra of stuff that you do better than them and you sell to them. And historically, that's generated a lot more and better jobs. It has generated a population that can enjoy a better cost and variety of things, and it has allowed production and incomes to grow nationally in a very significant way. It's a key part of the development strategy of any less developed country, and in particular, a key part of the development strategy of any small country.
I wanted to ask about the role of the private sector. How important is to work hand in hand, listen to their needs?
I'm going to say it in football terms.
Yes.
Somebody's in charge of organizing the game, somebody's in charge of running the stadium, somebody's in charge of making sure there's a ball or a refereeing the game, but the players are what matters. The players in trade is the private sector. It's a private company seeing the opportunity abroad. I can sell that there, I can buy that there. It's a private company being the one on the other side of the transaction. It's a private motive what is making this happen. Even though there's a huge collective interest in this happening, national interest in this happening. In the end, it happens because companies make it happen. How good is the playing field, right? And therefore, typically there's bigger distances associated with international trade than with domestic sales. And then your truck has to travel farther. It has to cross a border. At the border, it has to submit paperwork, do processes, wait for inspections. That may be costly. That may be risky because maybe you're not sure that they're going to do it well. It may be time consuming. I think the benefits outweigh the cost of removing those barriers, of making sure that the process at the border, while it correctly does what it's supposed to do, it is not costlier than necessary, it doesn't take longer than necessary, it is not more uncertain than it should be, in making sure that the infrastructure exists for the cargo to actually go to the port, go to the border in a fluid manner. And to identify product by product, what's the problem? What's the reason why we're not getting more trade in this one than we're getting in this other one?
By product, by sector,
by product, by sector, by industry, exactly. We need to ask, because there's many things that can get in your way. There's many things that could go wrong. Now, Central America is a nice example of this going right in some industries. If I take you to a supermarket anywhere in Central America, and you're from a Central American country, like myself, and you don't know where I took you, you see the brand of the supermarket, you still don't know where you are. You see the banks and the ATMs, you still don't know where you are. You see the products on the shelves, and you still don't know where you are. Because for the purpose of those industries, Central America is one market, not 5 countries. And if we want to create the opportunity for jobs, for production, for trade, for currency generation, for tax generation, of these things happening, we have to go product by product to see what the barrier is. And the private sector is critical because since they're the ones doing the thing, since we're the ones doing the thing, you might as well ask us where the barrier was in our history.
I want to invite our audience to follow our social media channels, our blogs, because we will be talking more about regional integration and the important role of the private sector.